okay, let's talk about the big one, the one that traumatized me the whole week. Couldn't play FIFA.
Which one is this one?
Liverpool versus City. You know, I can still hear "You'll Never Walk Alone."
Yeah.
Like, I'm there like, oh God, what? Honestly, respect that stadium.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere and how now you understand why Liverpool win most of their games there. You feel it. If you go there, you feel it. You feel it. Let's talk about Darwin Núñez, who was caught 5 times in the first half offside. If you are his coach, you speak English. He can't speak English. How do you teach him now?
I just do this to him. I say, defender, you. This is you behind the defender. Like, I don't understand why he gets caught offside so much. I don't know, maybe tell him to, I don't know.
Can you teach it? That's the thing. Can you teach that thing? Does it take maybe a Luis Suarez? Because here's the difference, right? I'm trying to think of a pacey striker.
Sure.
Of which there are not a lot that can sit down with him and teach him. Because your Suarez, they knew that I don't have pace. So in their mind already, they have to know that I have to time my runs. He knows he's fast. He doesn't care when he receives that ball. Can the defender that I'm going to be running with be as fast as I am?
I don't know if he's trying to be, because now he's playing in a Liverpool team where they play that fast attacking football. I don't know if he's trying to match that. I would almost suggest that he plays on the wing, so that he can have a full view of all the defenders.
So he doesn't have to look left and right.
So he doesn't just look at one side and cut in. Or the midfielders or whoever is playing can play the ball to him at his feet. Because playing the ball to him in space,
that's where he gets...
that's where maybe they can play the ball to him at his feet.
I think Thiago doesn't want to come back. That's the guy who would have
found a way to fight.
Don't worry. Don't run. Not yet. When I give it to you, it will be by your
foot. How can you not run? This guy sees Mo Salah running. He sees Diaz running. Everyone is running.
And especially that atmosphere.
That
atmosphere in that game. It was...
Your heart is AC and you...
So you see Salah go, you're right. You see Salah... You especially now you see Diaz, you're like, okay, sharp.
I'm going. But maybe they need to play the ball at his feet, teach him how to play a bit of 1-2, play the ball at his feet, he gives another player, and then after giving, run.
And he's not even bad at passing.
He's not even bad at passing. So maybe he can try that instead of constantly trying to run into space.
Okay. Klopp, maybe... but it's late now, right? I mean, it's left with less than 6 months. Can't teach that to him now.
No, I can't teach that to him now. No.
Salah is fast.
But he can, like, maybe playing on the wing helps him because he can...
But which wing? Because, I mean, Salah is Diaz.
I feel like you can play Salah as a striker.
Okay.
Because, he's still quick, but he has that confidence.
But you should, like... Salah wants to be there where...
Then he can interchange.
Okay.
Then they can rotate.
Okay.
He can get a free roll, almost a false 9, but get him a free roll.
Okay.
You know, don't tell him to stick there. And sometimes it's not even about what the coaches can teach him. Sometimes I feel like his concentration just slips. I saw, and I pointed it out during the game, where Liverpool has the ball in midfield, and the City defenders are pushing up. And he just switches off and he just delays. And then they pass him.
And you're supposed to see that, man.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he switches off.
I mean, as a striker, I'm not saying Darwin Núñez is a tier 1 striker. You're supposed to know if you're going to play against City, those guys are always going to trap you offside. No matter what team you are, they are always going to trap you offside.
Spurs, City, they're going to play a high line
to try and trap you offside.
Yeah. Most teams want to do that now.
Yeah.
Play that high line.
Yeah. Especially if you know you play against a fast team. And I'm sure Pep was also thinking, oh, I'm expecting Liverpool to play their whole pressing. Let's kick and rush. Let's kick and rush. So Ederson gets injured in that game.
Sure.
Causes a penalty. What does this injury mean? 4 weeks for City.
Look, Ortega is good enough, I feel. Ortega is good enough. Maybe you might question ball distribution. Is he better?
Yeah. No, he's not. I feel like his goalkeeping is better.
Yeah.
But there'll be games where we need a ball playing. He's not bad there also, but I feel like he trusts that if I see you guys pressing me, I ain't all about this shit. This ball is going there.
And unfortunately, you're up against Newcastle now this Saturday. They're going to want to press you. They're going to want to prove a point. They've been
sharp
under pressure as well.
Yeah.
Then after that is Arsenal,
which is
they're gonna press you.
Yeah.
So it's a concern. It's a concern.
It is a concern for those 2 games at least.
Yeah, and especially when we've seen that Rodri is not up to the task of going in between the defenders.
Rodri talk. That thing is simple. Just go and say Busquets highlights. I mean, that's not difficult for any. Casemiro does it though.
Yes. Brilliantly, if I may add. He does it brilliantly.
Silva, who doesn't even play opposition, Rodri. He does it.
He does it.
Okay. Fine. Then, of course, let's talk about the pressing that happened in that game.
No,
have you ever seen the City midfield?
No, at some stage.
Except maybe the Atletico game, of which I think they decided.
Yeah.
That was not their
decision.
That was not City's decision.
Yeah, I heard a few pundits saying, no, City didn't kick into gear. And I'm like, guys,
there was no kick.
They couldn't.
Exactly.
It's not like they didn't.
They couldn't.
They couldn't. There's a difference. When you know City was on the first gear, second gear.
There was no gear.
No, they couldn't.
There was no gear.
Yeah. The press was just too much. Endo played very well.
Yes, definitely.
Endo played very well. Diaz, always a nuisance, running up and down. Of course, Mo Salah, when he came in, yes, also. Even the young boys.
What's his boy? Bradley,
yes. I felt he had a good game. McAllister also had a good game. So, Liverpool, I think Klopp is leaving there with.
He's leaving a legacy.
Yeah.
Someone said the other day, I was speaking to one of my colleagues, Tabo, friend of the channel, and he was saying that, because I was like, they could get a Xabi Alonso. And he was like, as Xabi Alonso, I wouldn't do that, because I don't want to be the guy who comes after the guy.
Yes. Yeah.
But again, let's have a look at it. Anyone who comes in there is going to be under pressure.
Look, it's Alex Ferguson all over again.
Right?
Anyone who comes there, you'll be under the shadow of that manager.
So fair though.
So I feel like the first manager should not be a Xabi, because I don't feel he'll be successful. Okay. It's going to be hard for these Liverpool players after 8 years to then change
to a new system,
to adapt to his tactics and all of that. So it might not be a good idea for him to go there.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah, and the systems are very different.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know who's going to replace Klopp now. Liverpool fans, you tell us in the comments who you want to replace Klopp. But it's going to be a big job.
When we look at the chances in that game, Liverpool should have won that game.
They should have.
Diaz missed a few chances.
Yeah. Haaland was nowhere to be seen.
You don't even talk about Haaland. Sorry to say this, you are useless. If you see this, please don't beat me up. But I hope you sitting there, you understand that you were pointless in that game.
Maybe that's why Kevin was upset.
Yeah, why are you taking me out? I'm trying. He ain't even trying.
But we understood. Maybe Pep was trying to retain the ball.
Yeah.
Because they were suffering in midfield, and Kovacic came.
Yeah, it was a bit better.
It
was a bit better. It was a bit better. How painful would it have been if Doku had scored his chance after what Liverpool did that whole game?
I tell you what, if Doku scored at City Wall, Liverpool would have, the fans would have been very upset, especially because the Liverpool fans are saying Doku caused the penalty.
Yeah. Do you believe that was a penalty?
No,
I was about to get to that.
It wasn't.
Thank you.
It wasn't a penalty. He got to the ball first. Of course, when you see pictures out there, they freezed it at the moment where the ball is.
Show a video, don't show.
Show the whole video, show the whole thing. I think you'll see that he got to the ball first. Yes, he got the man, but he got to the ball first, and for me, it was not a penalty. It would have been a bit harsh.
So Liverpool, the chances that they missed. Your Diaz can't sleep. He shouldn't be sleeping that Sunday night because he could have won them the game. Your Ake cannot sleep because he caused the penalty, and that's 2 points gone.
Yeah, and they needed the 2 points, honestly. Yeah.
Also, we talked about Kevin, the Kevin sub. Pep wanted more control, but I feel like it should have been Haaland off, and then.
Yeah, and then maybe Alvarez.
Yeah,
in front.
Yeah, and Kevin is not traveling with the Belgium squad. Apparently, he has a hamstring issue.
Apparently.
Okay. I have to say apparently. But I mean, wouldn't you as Kevin want to? Let's say the coach says, "Hey, man, I don't go, man. Let's." But I mean, we're close to Euros now. Or do you know that's my sport?
I think he knows.
Right.
I think Kevin knows that.
And these are friendlies. It's not now.
Yeah.
We're not qualifying for anything now.
Yeah. I think he knows that. I mean, if you want to qualify for anything, Kevin is definitely one of your best players. You can definitely use him.
Then on Monday, BK, we had Chelsea versus Newcastle. Chelsea won 3-2. We don't want to talk about Chelsea. There's nothing to say, right?
Nothing to say there. In fact, I wanted to talk a bit about.
Okay. Yes.
A bit about Liverpool and
City.
It was a debate between obviously Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher. I don't know if you saw it. Carragher was saying that the rivalry between Liverpool and City is the best rivalry the EPL has ever seen. Gary Neville's response to that was that comment is a joke, because in the last 6-7 years, City have won the league 5 times and Liverpool have won the league once. How is that a rivalry? And then he said Wenger and Ferguson was the best.
But
rivalry.
how many times did Wenger win?
Wenger from 98 to 2002. Wenger won it 3 times, and it's 2004. Wenger won it 3 times, and Fergie won it 4 times.
Okay.
So he was saying that is a rivalry. Thoughts on that as a City fan? Which rivalry is the best the EPL has ever seen?
Okay, I say this, remember, to the build-up of the City versus Liverpool. That one thing I like about rivalries is that it's the fights, even if they're small, but it's the fights. You can't make my team suffer like
toxic, toxicity.
But understand you. If I was Pep, let's say I'm the City coach, and you are Liverpool club, and you made my team suffer like that, I'm not shaking your hand. Fuck you. What the fuck was that?
Simeone style.
Hey, what was that? Yeah, Simeone just runs into the tent. But I feel like this was one of the most entertaining in the EPL.
Okay.
But also, I mean, even Wenger, I would say they're equal, man. Honestly, they were equally entertaining because Wenger comes in when Ferguson is dominating the league.
Okay.
And then this French Mr. Bean looking motherfucker comes in and then starts to spoil my fun.
Signs the legs of Anelka.
Hey, do you understand? Hey, spoils my fun. And then you get the whole Pep. They were doubting if his tiki-taka football is gonna work in EPL. It works. And then this guy comes there with gegenpress and makes him suffer for years. For years.
But when you look back at it, did he really suffer? Because ultimately winning the league 5 times as opposed to winning the league once.
Okay, that's true.
Are you just my competition or are you my...
Listen, when Pep sleeps there, he will sleep and say, yeah, no, this guy, he has had my number.
Sure.
But
on a one...
But I've won.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I've won.
Yeah.
Do you understand? He can sleep and say sharp. But Ferguson, he won all those titles, but he can sleep there and say, fuck, yeah, no. This guy gave me a hard time. This guy gave me a hard time. And I mean, we can, honestly, I'm an honest person. We can always argue that with the way City dominated, the fans count.
Okay.
The fans count. Pep could build league title teams.
Because the net spend of Liverpool is, I think it was, since Klopp was there, 350 million.
Mm-hmm.
And the net spend of I think it was 700 and something. So almost twice.
And Pep could build, do you understand? He could build. Klopp would have to, we were talking about the 300 and something, but most of the times he would have to sell.
Sure.
You would have to count on players that are not proven per se. Right? I'm not saying Pep did sign proven players, but he had league squads, which is why it took him some time to even win the Champions League. Because it's different from a league squad and a cup competition squad.
Okay.
All right. We say we're not going to talk about Chelsea, but we have to talk about the FA Cup. BK. Chelsea take on Championship team Leicester City this weekend, Sunday, 2:45 South African time at the Bridge.
Chelsea is one of those teams, if you're a betting man, you stay away from Chelsea. Because you don't know what Chelsea will show up.
Yes.
A Chelsea that will beat a Newcastle.
Mm-hmm. Or a Chelsea that will
suffer against Luton. So you never know which Chelsea will show up. And that's the thing with Chelsea. So I quite fancy Leicester's chances here.
I would also. But as a Chelsea fan, I'm thinking in the head, this is it, right?
Yeah.
This is the only thing we have left this season.
It's your home stadium, it's the Bridge. Leicester will want to say, hold on, we're going back to the EPL season.
So let's go and test ourselves.
We're playing an EPL team, a mid-level, honestly, a mid-table team. So let's go. Let's see if we belong in the league. So they'll also come. They will also come. It's going to be a good game. They'll also come. No, but you guys are.
They are. We don't want to talk about the Wolves versus Coventry. Wolves better win that game. Then, of course, we've got Manchester City versus Newcastle. So we touched a bit on that. What does Pep say to that squad after the Liverpool game going into this game? Does he say you guys should not have suffered? Or does he say tactically, my bad, guys?
If he's honest enough, he should say technically.
My bad. I didn't know that we were going to be bullied in the midfield.
No, surely.
Bullied in the midfield. Not bullied, BK.
Okay.
We can go pound to pound. They were bullied. They were put into the toilet.
Surely
they were put in the toilet.
They were going to be pressed. I know they didn't expect.
But they were bullied.
That,
the press was there from Liverpool. But for them to even pass the ball around them. But fine. Now we're going to the Newcastle game. Last game before
the international
break.
Look, it's one of those games where City have to bring it. He will say to them, we're playing at Anfield, it's fine.
Can I bet what he's going to do? Same squad that played against Liverpool.
I wouldn't put it past him. I definitely would not put it past him.
Prove yourselves. Prove yourselves. Show me that, okay, sharp, I got it wrong, but
I definitely wouldn't put it past him.
Then the big one. Sunday. If you didn't know what to do this Sunday, you're not sure what you were going to watch.
They're tired.
Do you think they're tired?
They're tired.
Oh, and they're playing today.
They're tired. Good one.
So how are you feeling, Vicky?
Look, Sunday I was not very confident after I saw the way they played against City. And I know when they play City, when they play United,
it's a big game. They understand.
Those are big games. You know, So they're going to bring it. But I feel we can hurt them.
Okay.
We can hurt them.
What's your strategy at Ten Hag?
It depends on who's back.
Okay.
It depends on who's back.
But if your players come now, the players will come back. Do you rest them immediately? Do you tactically say, okay, 60th minute?
Haaland, you don't have a choice.
You have to play.
You have to play.
Okay.
We need that pace up front. Other players, you can. It's fine. Like Mount, you can sit this one out. Your Martinez, they can sit it out. It's fine. But a Hojlund, you can.
Does Hojlund do better than Haaland? Haaland versus Van Dijk?
No. Definitely he can.
Okay.
He can and he should, because his hold-up plays. He's a better footballer than Haaland. He's a better footballer. Haaland can strike, can bang in the goals.
So Haaland is a better goal scorer. But
Hojlund
is more
football. He's more
football skills.
Yes. He can hold up the play.
Okay.
Of course, he's strong. He can pick a pass. He has assists. Okay. You understand? So I feel like he in that footballing sense, he's bad. Hey, don't come for me.
I know they are gonna come.
Yeah, don't come.
You're dead.
But for me, he can do a better job than what Haaland did. Surely.
Okay.
Surely.
But I think I agree. But I feel like it's different, because I was actually even thinking about it when I was preparing this news to say that can Hojlund do better against Haaland? I was like, it's the football that's now different, because very Liverpool know that they're gonna have more of the ball.
Sure.
They know you're gonna counter attack. You understand? So Hojlund just know when to run. Rashford just be someone. Garnacho is doing very well.
Yeah.
Garnacho, don't even ask him. That boy is young. He understands that these are big games. Let me just play football.
Why did you not give him the 7 shirt? But it's fine.
Oh no. It's cast for now. Let's leave it.
I feel like
for now.
I feel like they should.
For now, man, BK. For now, let's leave it. Who's wearing it now? No one.
Mount.
Never mind what I just said. Never mind what I just said. God damn United. Why? Oh, okay. Because you guys are product, so you have to go product wise when you're thinking about these things. Maybe next season.